Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. What's up? Teressa here. Glad to have you all back this week. Now today I am uber super duper excited because I am going to be demoing and trying out the Metropolis palette from Natasha Denona. Now, as you guys know, I am a huge Natasha Denona fan. If you've been following my channel, you know that already. I am a collector. I do love her shadows. So when I saw this palette, this new release, and I just thought to myself, it was just calling my name. I had to have it. And this is actually a limited edition palette. So I used my $100 coupon that I had from being a Rouge member at Sephora, and I dove right in. Now here's the, I took it out of the Sephora box, but this is the box that it comes in, sorry. And guys, I really appreciate, I wanted to save this so I could show you guys how they, box everything up. So they really packaged this really nicely. So it just folds out here, and it has this like protector barrier on it, and this is what the outer carton looks like right here. So it's a pretty like greenish blue packaging, and let's just read up on this. Hold on just a second. Okay, so it says it's a it says this is a palette with 28 brand new shades and 2 new formulas of Natasha Denona's iconic professional quality pressed pigment eyeshadows in a never before midi size. It is paraben free, and this product is also cruelty free. And it says this extraordinary rich pigment pressed pigment shadows delivers maximum color payoff. They're hydrating and smooth for optimum texture and comfortable all day wear. Now, as you guys know, I am a collector, like I mentioned, and her shadows have never stirred me wrong. I have the Lila palette, I have the Gold palette, the Biba palette, the Sunrise palette, and now I have the Metropolis palette. So I am going into this with very high hopes. This retails for $129, and again, I did use my coupon to get this guy. It was $100 for being a Rouge member, as I mentioned earlier, and I paid like $36 with the remainder tax and all. So I'm not telling you guys to actually go out and purchase this, like one of these expensive palettes, like if it's not in your budget. I'm just a collector, and I'm a huge fan of Natasha Denona's, and for me personally, when I do pick up her palettes, it's always during the VAB sale. I was just lucky this time around to have that coupon. Now, these are the 28 beautiful shadows right here. It's just beautiful. This is so me. This is so me. You guys know I like a little pop of color here and there, but I'm a neutral, warm girl. So I am going to swatch a few of these. Now, as you guys can tell, I have my base, my highlighter, all of my powders on right now, and a little moisturizer on my lips, prepping my lips before I put on my lip products. Let's see. And I also did prime my eyelids with the Urban Decay Eden primer. I love that primer. It's a really good one. I've been using it for years. Highly recommend it. So this is the typical packaging. Well, outer packaging is more so like the Gold and Lila palettes that I have right here. So it's a really beautiful greenish, like teal blue green, really pretty. It's like that faux fur, like faux leather. Faux leather. And this has the actual shade names attached to it. Now you can take this off, but I like to keep it on just so I know the names. And there is a smaller mirror in the front of the palette. So I don't know what look I'm gonna do, guys. I do wanna do a few swatches. Now, if you guys are like really into swatches and you wanna see more swatches, I will leave Trim Moods link down below. So if you guys wanna check her website out, you can, and you can see all the swatches on this palette I'm just gonna do a few and get into the eye look. For me, I don't really go off swatches. I go off how they apply on the eye. Okay, so I'm gonna swatch a few of the foiled and a couple of the creams. I'm gonna go into the Rust shade. They're really soft, like super, super soft, you guys. So this right here is the Rust shade swatched. Now I'm going to go into this funky pretty blue. I don't know how to pronounce this. It's spelled, let's see, A-Q-U-E-O-U-S, and it's the number 261M. Well, this is skipping a little bit. So that's the shade right here. And then I'm going to try, let's try one more. I'm gonna go into this, I'm gonna go into actually a cream shade. Now this is Royal, and this looks like a really, I can't even say this is a forest green. It looks almost black, but it's not. Now that swatch is really pretty. So as you guys can tell, this is what we're working with here. These are just a few swatches, as I mentioned earlier. If you want to see more swatches, you can check out Tremood's website. I'll leave the information down below for you guys. I do not know where I am going to start with this crease color. You guys know me. I'm just gonna probably go in with the shade Ripe in the crease, and that is the shade Rachia. So I'm just gonna go in with the shade Ripe, and that is the shade right here. Nice burnt orange shade. Whoa, it's super pigmented. So a little bit goes a long way. I'm just gonna be here blending this out, guys, because I just wanna use this in my crease and above my crease, just kind of blow it out. You guys know how I do. It's so soft. Okay, guys. I'm going to get in closer so you guys can see how this shadow basically blended itself out. Okay guys, so I am up close and personal. You guys, look at this one shade Ripe. Like, are you seeing what I'm seeing? This shade basically blended itself out. That's what I'm talking about. So yes, I'm going to go back in with this shade on my left eye. So next I am going to go in with the shade Chrism, and it's a little more neutral than the shade that I used in my crease here as my transition color. So I'm gonna go a little lower with that shade, and this is the shade here. Okay, now with a lot of these foil colors, she likes you to use a wet brush or your finger. I choose to use my fingers because it just glides on effortlessly. I do have long nails, so I'm gonna have to step off camera really quick and grab my applicator because I forgot to bring him in my beauty room with me. I will BRB. Okay guys, so I'm going to go in with the shade Penny, and this is what she's looking like right here. It's this really beautiful, vibrant, rich gold shade. And I'm going to take my finger for the outer portion, and then I'm going to go in with one of my applicators for the inner portion of my eye. Oh my God, so pretty. It's like liquid gold. Wow, so pretty, you guys. Now what I think I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna add a pop of color on my lower lash line. So I am going to go in with my eyeliner and add mascara, and I'm going to pop, I'm going back and forth between these two shades. I'm gonna pop Jubilee, and that is this shade right here on my lower lash line. So it's this shade right here. Subtle pop of color. Okay guys, I am going to go in with the shade Queen and hit my tear ducts and my brow bone, and that's the shade of right here, Queen. Okay guys, now I am done with my makeup and I am loving it. Now I went into this with very high hopes. Like I mentioned earlier, I do have actually I think this is my 5th palette, so 4 other palettes. Now I can tell that there is a difference with the shadows here in the Metropolis palette. They're just more soft, more buttery, and as you guys can see in the demo, they're just a lot creamier and they just blend themselves. Now the other palettes are great quality as well, but I feel like she upped her game just an extra notch with this one. I'm really happy to have this in my collection. Now as I mentioned to you guys earlier, you do not have to go out and buy this palette if it's not in your budget. I am sure there are other dupeable type of palettes out there, but I am a collector and I had that $100 freaking coupon, so I went in, and if you guys are looking to pick this palette up, the next VIB sale will be in November. I would highly recommend it. I'm going to continue to play with this guy more. I am happy to have this in my collection. I love this palette. So far so good, and you know, it's to be expected. It's Natasha Denona. You get what you pay for, you know what I mean? So that is my review, first impression demo on this Metropolis palette today. I am looking forward to playing with this and having this in my collection. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on all social media handles. And until next time, take care guys. Bye.